Hi, this is Stephanie, and you're listening to At Home with AI, relatable AI for regular people. I want to start today by saying something that might make you feel a little bit called out. I'm guessing that for all of us, there are some things you've wanted to change about your life for years. You know you have to be working on them, but it feels impossible to start because they get lost in the business of your day-to-day life. I think we often fall into the trap of feeling like we have to change everything at once. But I don't know if you've heard that saying, if everything is the priority, nothing's the priority. And that's definitely true in this case too. So this week, I want to challenge you to do the exact opposite. I want you to pick just one thing, just one, and go all in on it for 4 weeks. Okay, so you're wondering, what does this have to do with AI? Well, I've created a prompt that will help you pinpoint what you want to change and give you a very concrete, very doable 4-week plan to change it. If it sounds like a lot, it's not. It'll give you a super simple daily activity that you can do in less than 10 minutes. In the plan that it made me, that I'm doing right now, my activity for the first week is only a 60-second activity. I think we all have time for that, right? So if you want the exact prompt I used, you can check out my Substack. It's athomewithai.substack.com. That's athomewithai.substack.com. The post is called Your 4-Week Transformation is Waiting. I created a Gemini gem with a prompt so I could reuse it and also so I could share it. I share the link in the post as well. But you can also just paste the prompt I give you into any chat with your favorite AI tool. I'm going to talk you through my example so you get a sense of how this works. So some background on the habit that I wanted to develop when I used the prompt. I recently stepped into a new leadership role at work, and I feel like it's been a bit of a juggle because I find myself getting pulled back into my old business as usual tasks, and that makes it hard to focus on the higher value strategic work I really need to be doing to succeed in my new role. So the prompt interviews you with 4 simple questions. One at a time. Again, that's an interviewer technique that I love so much. You've probably heard about it if you've read my posts or listened to this podcast. It asks you the questions one by one, just takes a minute or 2 to answer them all. And in my case, I said that I wanted to develop a practice to help me prioritize and stay focused on the activities that actually lead to success in my new role. And the gem created a personal plan for me that starts so easily. On week 1, all I have to do is scroll out a 60-second daily Post-it note, and the plan continues with activities that help me strengthen my prioritization skills in various ways. It's really realistic and it's working because it's totally doable. As you use this, don't forget it's an AI chat, so you can ask for revisions. If you see something in the plan that doesn't exactly resonate with you, you can call it out and have it changed. So let me talk about this one level up. So how did I come up with a prompt like this? Because this podcast and this Substack is all about learning about AI. So I want to share my knowledge about how do you come up with a prompt. So sometimes I have an idea and I write out the prompt in full and try it out. But other times I brainstorm with an AI tool to actually write the prompt. That's one of my biggest tricks, is using AI to write prompts for AI. So I tell it the outcome I want, like a 4-week plan, and how I want it to interact with the user. So in this case, I wanted to interview them question by question. And I say this all in the conversation I'm having with AI to come up with a prompt. Then I try out the prompt it gives me and I keep on iterating. So in this case, I was using Gemini to actually run my prompt because that's my main tool. But just for a change in perspective, I was asking Claude to help me improve the prompt and criticize my results. It sounds weird, but I feel like sometimes it can be helpful to get a second opinion from a different large language model. So I tried my prompt in Gemini. Then I copied my prompt, my answers, and the output into Claude and was really specific about what I disliked and asked for suggestions to improve the prompt. And then I went back into Gemini, tried the prompt again with actually the same answers on my account. I just actually copied my answers from last time, so that part would be the same every time. And I kept on iterating on that prompt until I found a prompt that I felt like was really rock solid. And often what I find when you ask a large language model to write a prompt, it kind of gets in its own way because sometimes it's too specific, where it's better to leave things a little bit open and let the creativity of the large language model shine through. I went through about 10 iterations before I got the results I wanted, and then I tried it out with some different scenarios to make sure it was airtight. So again, this is about how I created the prompt. If you want to use it, you don't have to go through that. You can just copy it from my Substack. Again, that's athomewithai.substack.com. So if you're ready to make progress on one of those things that's been looming in the shadows, it might be health, it might be home, it might be work, just grab the prompt from my post and give it a run. And I would love to hear whether you liked the plan it gave you. So definitely leave me a comment and let me know. Happy prompting, and until next time.